Hello, this is Mr. Cox with Supercharged Science. Today, we're going to learn how to make models of DNA that you can eat when you're done. So, we're going to use skewers. You can buy these at most local superstores or grocery stores. Just need to be careful with them because they're sharp on one end. You can use toothpicks instead. I like to use the skewers because you have a longer piece of wood with the pointed end to work with. You need at least 2 Twizzlers. And you need some spice drops. Hear me digging into the spice drops. When we do this in class, I have everybody use gloves so it's sanitary and nobody's touching it, or else you can use tongs or spoons to reach in and get the material, and any of it you're going to handle needs to be gloved so that no one's catching anything from each other. So I'm taking, first of all, I need to put these into nucleotide base sequences. So you need adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. So adenine, thymine, I think I pronounced thymine wrong a minute ago, guanine, and cytosine, so ATCG. So you can choose which colors you want to represent which, but notice that they always need to be paired correctly. Adenine, or A, always bonds with thymine, or T, and cytosine, or C, always bonds with guanine, which is G. It can be guanine to cytosine or cytosine to guanine, adenine to thymine or thymine to adenine. Now, if you're dealing with RNA, then you put uracil instead of the thymine, but then you're only dealing with one strand. We're going to make DNA, so you need at least 2 pieces of these. Now, you can use as many of these as you want to, or you can get longer types of rope Twizzlers and make long models. I'm just going to make it simple today and use 2. So you need to be careful after you pick these out. See, I'm going to use this clear collar, the green collar. I'm going to use red collar. I'm looking to see what I have the most of. And I'm going to use orange in this case for the other color. So I'm going to set green as adenine, clear as thymine, red as guanine, and orange as guanine. So this is adenine, thymine, cytosine, I think I said it backwards, and guanine, cytosine and guanine. It doesn't matter which colors you choose for which, just as long as you keep it the same throughout, you know which is which. So I'm going to take a Twizzler, carefully push it through, make sure you keep your fingers out of the way so you don't impale your fingers. This is the only part that I find confusing to a lot of people when they're doing this, is they don't know where to start and how to start. So I start about that far down from the top. You're going to want to space them out so you can get at least 4 base pairs in here. I'm going to start out with adenine and thymine. So they're going to be bonded together. So again, gently so you don't skewer yourself. And you're pushing it all the way through. You may get a little push through, it's okay. Then I'm going to put thymine, because adenine always bonds to thymine. Push it on through there. Put these good and close to each other. Again, do it slowly and carefully so you don't hurt yourself and so you don't push on through it. Now, about the same place I did on the first Twizzler, I'm going to impale the second Twizzler. Push it through. Remember, this is kind of like ladders. You do this kind of like ladders. And you'd go down. So the next one, I would get a skewer and I would push it through, and I would use red and orange. I might put it down a little farther. So you're going to do that with each step. You're going to put a skewer through each one until you get all the base pairs you want to put in here. But make sure, again, the A always bonds with T and C always bonds with G. Now notice I have C to G here. I can flip it over and put G to C instead. But guanine and cytosine always need to be together. Adenine and thymine always need to be together. Now to save time, I'm going to show you what one of our students did as the finished work. I'll just use her first name here. Jessica made this one, and she wanted me to save. Now it's kind of broken since I did it. But you put all your pairs together. Make sure, see, she used red and black, green and clear. And then once you get it together, you twist them gently over to make the double helix. Now, as long as you want to go, you can keep adding to this as long as you can keep it from falling apart, and you make a nice little model of DNA. See you next time.